Write your story. Don't let anyone write it for you. Hello my loves, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I would like to welcome you. Please don't be a stranger. Stick around and consider subscribing. If this is not your first time here, you already know the drill. You better be subscribed, honey. So I know a few videos back I spoke to you guys on how I always wanted to open my own real estate firm, and I was supposed to start training for that, classes for that in March, early March, but since everything is going on in the world, the class was canceled and it was put in an online format, which is great because I love online classes. I've always taken online classes. So this morning, today is Saturday, April 18th. It is 8:50. My class actually starts online at 9 o'clock. I'm actually trying to sign in now. My internet has been going really crazy. So I have my laptop here. I have my real estate broker book here. I have my pens and my pencils and like the supplies I may need. You see that? That's my book. Well, here. Let's see. See my book, my supplies, my stapler, pens, pencil, my laptop. I'm not going to show you the front screen. But we are actually working in Microsoft Teams. That's what the class is going to be held in. So since I only have 10 minutes to get in class, let me get everything I need. Let me get signed into everything, and I'll be back, my loves. When I tell y'all that I almost did a full face beat this morning, but I didn't. I said, yeah, it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna sit at my table, get my stuff done. So I'm gonna just put a little lip gloss on, just a little lip gloss. So honey, let me get my tea. I definitely need that. What is that? Oh, here we go. My internet just connected. So guys, let me get in this class because I have no time for the bag of foolery today. So
I'm going to tell you that it is a heavy course. I don't hide that from you. I'm a real straight shooter. You're going to find that. I'm a real straight shooter. I don't hide the good, the bad, or the ugly, but I'm also going to tell you the great things. This course is difficult. Not going to hide it. This is difficult. So we'll talk a little about that this morning as we get going. I am willing, I don't say I'm willing to meet you halfway because I'm not. I meet you more than halfway. I'm willing to come more than halfway and drag your bloody carcass to the end of this thing. I'm okay with that. But it's going to take some serious effort from you guys. This, we've all seen the little tiny pamphlet of a textbook, yeah?
Right.
We've all got that textbook. My gosh, yeah, we're going to go through all of that. We got to know all of that. Now, you're kind of at this weird juncture, yeah? This corona nonsense, you're at a...
Okay, my love, so we are on a 15-minute break from class, and so far everything has been okay. I can kind of show you my class screen. See that? Yeah, that's all I'm gonna show you. I think the instructor is really knowledgeable. So I think this is going to be a really fun class. I keep looking up because I wanted to see where my camera was. Not my camera, but where my battery life was, and it's good. So we're on a 15-minute break. So I am going to grab me some food. It was raining, but now it's stopped. So I'm gonna go outside and get my plants put back out, and then I'll be back in. Okay, my loves, class is going awesome thus far. Of course, I read the first chapter of the book before class started, but there were some things that I didn't quite understand that the instructor has explained and made very, very easy. Let me show you in my book. I've actually made several notes inside of, see, inside my book, several notes, and then I've made some notes outside of my book here and here and right here as well. One thing about me, guys, like during a class when I take notes, my notes may not be the neatest. Well, when I write in my book, my notes are very neat that I write in my book. But on my notepad, my notes aren't neat. And what I usually do after that is I go and I rewrite those notes, or I type them, because I jot things down really quick and then I go type them and I put them in my binder. So it is what time is it? It is 10:49. We're on a break. We have to be back at 11. And class goes to 4. So we still have quite a ways to go, but it is very interesting and I am happy with my decision to do this. So far, I know it's only day 1 and we're only, you know, almost 2 hours in, but I'm happy with my decision thus far. And this is something that I paid for out of pocket. So guess what? I'm gonna stick it out. I'm gonna make it happen. Thank you.
Put it in the box as well. We're gonna follow the text fairly chronologically. So I like what the text does for the chronological journey of this thing. I like it for the most part for where the Dearborn text takes us. However, a couple of changes on following chronologically with the text. There's a learn section in the back of our text, which is Appendix A. Now, Appendix A is massive.
Yes. Good Lord. This is
I think it is.
To it.
Still going. So Appendix A is actually, let's see here, 569.
It's over 100 pages.
Appendix A is very small. It's 171 pages. Now let me tell you, Appendix A is not exciting. It's not. Appendix A is not exciting. However, it is vital. So Appendix A, I'm going to put Appendix A between Units 6 and 7, because that's really where it needs to happen. So, Appendix A needs to be between 6 and 7. So I'm going to put Appendix A between 6 and 7 for us. That's where we're going to squish it. Now that's the only thing we're not going to, that's one of the only areas where we're going to take out of turn from chronologically following this book. The other thing is that we're going to do the whole way is, and I hate to bring up a sore topic, y'all, I really do, math. Math! I know it's a 4-letter word, y'all. We hate math. Well, not everybody does. There are some freaks. Everyone is different. For example, my 13-year-old is fantastic at math. I mean, he is gifted. He is a freak of nature when it comes to math. Now, when it comes to math, my 18-year-old daughter, Ainsley, well, she's pretty. So, you know what I mean by that. Math is not her gift. That's okay. I'm going to explain some real estate math. I'm actually going to start explaining the real estate math this afternoon. Because if we're looking at chronologically in the text, where does the math happen? The real estate math happens at the end of this course. That is far too late to learn real estate math. Now, we're going to be doing real estate math all the way through. So we're actually going to start some this afternoon. So look for that. Aside from that, we're going to.
You got a calculator? Bring it to me.
So,
yes, you do.
There we go.
A little cheap one.
How do we get access to
Stop
the
lying.
box? Good question.
Come give me some drink.
I have got in my email from this morning the roster from you guys. So I've got your roster, and whatever email you registered with is sent to me. Now, you're one of those individuals who have changed your address far more often than you've changed your pants in the last couple of weeks. Let's be honest, when was the last time you wore real pants? Come on. The last time you wore real pants. Don't say today, you're a liar. It was probably a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, you know that's true. You know that's true. So, if you changed your email, just let me know. Aside from that, whatever you registered with, I'm going to email out a box. Email a box invite to you by the evening. Please check your spam, check everywhere. That's going to go out to you. You're going to be able to download, print, do whatever with any of the files. Keep that link with you, because it's not a one-time thing where if I send something tonight, it's done and dead. Don't delete that email. Keep it. Alright, property ownership. This is a big one. This one's a big one, so let's look at it. Alright, property ownership, we've got to say okay.
Okay.
We've got the bundle of legal rights, including riparian rights and freehold estates. Wow. This one's a big one. I'm not gonna lie. This one is a big one. We may be breaking this one down a little bit, chunk, to get it in sections, okay? We may be breaking this one down. So we got to look at riparian rights. We got to look at what we call fixtures. What is a fixture per the total circumstances test? You're going to be going through the total circumstances test every day with a broker at some point. Got to look at concurrent and common ownership interests and the purpose of different trusts. I would guess this is one of the biggest units that of importance for understanding the legality of property. Who owns what?
Right.
This is also one of the areas where you start to realize, if we've got difficulty understanding land, so let's look at it. So if I've got property, it's not whether I own it or I don't. That's not it. It's not a binary state meaning two. It's not I do own it or I do not own it. That's not the question. The question is, who owns it and how do you own it? Right. This is where we have a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. So this is where you assume, and you know what happens, right, when you assume? We've all done that before. We've broken down the word assume. Yeah, that's a good non-Canadian word. When we break down the word assume, it makes something out of you and me. You've done that, yeah?
Right.
So assuming is a very dangerous thing. And assuming can get you into more trouble than anything. It really can. So we should not assume anything. For example, if I got a husband and wife that are married, and the husband dies, obviously we know that the wife gets what he owned, right? No, not necessarily. This is where we've got to look and we realize, wait a minute. Are you telling me we might not own what I thought I owned? That's exactly what I'm telling you. That's exactly what I'm telling you. This is a big unit. We've got to understand who owns what and how do they own it.
Right.
Because you might not own what you think you owned, and you certainly might not own what you think you owned in the way you thought you owned it.
Right.
Look at that. So you might not own it like you thought you did. That's a big deal here. Question for technical difficulty questions. Who do you direct them to? My 13 control. No, I've got to have all or nothing. This is an all or nothing situation. All or nothing. Now, with my all or nothing, I've got disposition, Jesus, just on that one, sorry. Disposition, exclusion, enjoyment, possession, control. So let's look at what these 5 mean. So the disposition looks like the word what? Dispose. And it looks like that for a reason. It's from the same root word. So if I have disposition, that means I've got the ability to dispose of the property. I've got the ability to dispose of the property. So it's mine. Unless there's some kind of a legal dispute, it is my property to dispose of. It's my property to dispose of. I get the right to dispose of this property as I see fit.
Right.
It's mine. I get the right to dispose of this property. I get to sell it. I get to leave it in a will. I get to transfer it. I get to encumber it. Boy, that's going to be a big issue, encumbrances. I get to encumber it or put a burden on it. That is mine for disposition. That's my right to dispose of the property. Second one I've got is enjoyment. I have the right of uninterrupted use. It is my right to have uninterrupted use of a property. I get to use the property, and nobody gets to stop me enjoying the property. No third party. So if I've got, for example, I've got a fire pit in my backyard, I can't go. I can enjoy that fire pit without someone coming saying, without a neighbor coming into my yard saying, no, you can't have a fire in your fire pit.
Right.
As long as it's crazy. So deep sea and squatters. So with the squatters, for example, there is no such thing as squatters' rights. Please get that out of your head. There is no such thing as squatters' rights. Squatters have no rights. They're called trespassers. There's no such thing as squatters' rights. This is where people get it wrong. They look and go, well, I saw this thing on the news. No, you didn't. You saw a story on the news about squatters, but you didn't actually listen to the whole story or investigate it deeper. And unfortunately, that's the society we're living in. I mean, we're all guilty of that. You see a headline on the news and you run with it. How many times do we see that in social media or the news? Well, I saw this on Facebook. Well, did you investigate the story? Because as you know, just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's true. It does not. So there's no such thing as squatters' rights. They've got no rights. They're trespassers. They are arrested. That's simply the way it is. They're trespassers. We don't have squatters' rights in North Carolina. Thank God we don't. Thank God we don't. That'd be a nightmare. All right. Everything on Facebook is true. If that's the case, you...
Okay, so my loves, let me discuss how day 1 went. The class from 9 to 4, we had a lunch break that was a little over an hour, like maybe an hour 20 minutes or so, if that, and we had 15-minute breaks every now and then. The book that we are working out of has 21 units. We got through units 1, and units 2 today. Unit 1 went through basic real estate concepts. Unit 2 went through property ownership and interest. So we talked really a lot about real and personal property. We went into grave detail with that today. The instructor was awesome, Dave. He put a lot of things in perspective because of course I've read the units prior to the class starting, because I did receive my syllabus, so I actually read units 1, 2, and 3. Even though I know we weren't going to get to unit 3, but in units 1 and 2 we got through those, and he explained so many things that I was confused about when I read everything. We also went through licensure requirements in North Carolina, the different types of licenses that you can have, continuing education, and required courses and trainings that you have to have. It was a really productive day, guys. I love the online learning format. I've done it previously when I earned my master's. The classes started out, you know, meeting at the school, but the last 4 was online. I absolutely loved it. When I earned my PhD, it was a mixture of both. With meeting, we did some stuff online, we did some stuff face-to-face, you know, there were residencies and all of that stuff. So I am a huge fan, guys, of the online learning platform. This is my first time using Microsoft Teams. There are some features that I would like to see Microsoft Teams work on and change and update, but you know, really nothing that is going to prevent me from enjoying the class and doing what I have to do in the class. So guys, like I said, this is day 1. It is May the 18th, 2020, and I will keep you guys updated day by day. Each day I will come on and I'll talk about what we actually completed that day, and how I feel about it. We took a lot of TQs, which means or test questions that we need to look out for when it comes to final exams and things like that. And our Uber questions, which are things that would definitely be on our state exam, that we need to be mindful of and be aware of and know. There were some things that I actually learned that should have happened in my home buying process that didn't happen, and there are some things that I learned that the previous owner shouldn't have been able to do in my home buying process that she was actually able to do. So I'm actually learning, you know, I'm enjoying it. I think this is going to be a great process for me, and I think and I'm pretty sure after this is all over and I'm able to stand alone by myself as a broker and a realtor, you know, I think that I will be really prepared to do that. I think this class is definitely going to prepare me. The instructor is awesome. So day 1 is down. I don't have not one complaint, and I will see you guys on day 2. Be safe, my loves. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you will be notified when I upload new videos. And remember, guys, stay humble, and until the next video, stay safe and stay home, and take this time with your families and enjoy it. Take it all in. Don't live in, you know, with any regrets. If there is anything that you want to do in your life and you need to make changes, do what you have to do and make those changes, guys. If I can work in mental health and substance abuse and work in all of the industries that I've worked in, I've been a social worker for years. I have my PhD. You know, I've worked in hospitals, I've worked in clinics, of course I've worked in the Department of Social Services. If I can start over and do something new at this point in my life, have done all that, so can you. Don't let anything stop you from accomplishing your goals and living out your dreams. Write your story. Don't let anyone write it for you. Love you guys. See you in the next video, my loves.